This is the last match of the second round for WWB Cup. Melissa Shin is playing from the US, is playing Marta Gjelseth from Norway. And we have on commentator Steve Sachs and Maya Pecheva. And thank you both for doing this. I'm gonna start observing the match.
Thank you for having us, Irina. Welcome, everybody. This is the Women's World of Backgammon second round of the Swiss Challenge, Women's 16-player challenge, two-loss Swiss match. I am Steve Sachs. I'm joined by Maya Pecheva, who is, she was the winner of the 2025 Isfandar tournament. And if you think it's difficult to win a backgammon tournament, Maya had to beat 729 other players. So that's fantastic. And welcome, Maya.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so we have on the bottom Melissa Shin. At the top, Martha, bad pronunciation, Gjelseth or something. Sorry. So very good roll for Melissa coming off the bar. That's a reasonable play. It leaves a lot of blots and it's a little bit structurally imperfect, but it does make a point. I might have paid 13.9 there. And I'm wondering if we're going to get some kind of notification sometimes on these feeds. It shows when there's an error. So we see whether commentary is correct or not. What do you do here, Martha? I mean, Maya, with the 4-3. What do you like?
I don't know, maybe 11-8, 17-13.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. It you know, protects the race lead, but the double hit's not, you know, completely unreasonable. So Melissa's thinking about it. Now, that was a misclick, so that was not, now she got a right click to make that happen. And I think that's reasonable with a 30-pip lead and 3 checkers back versus 1 back. About the players playing, Martha was on the women's world championship team for Norway in, I can't even read my own writing, but I believe it was 2024 or 25, and apologize for that. She also came second in the Masters to Jürgen Grandstedt in, I believe, 24. Melissa Shin, her opponent, is new to top competition, but she just became a master level 3, so congratulations to her. And she has been playing in the BMEBs rather successfully. She has 2 second places and a first place. First place in Los Angeles, solo first with I believe 2 iron stars, and I think she was second place last year to Julius High in the annual competition. So it's a little bit of a bloody game here, but this is a pretty good roll. She can make the 11 point and the ace point, consolidate her position, try to escape the last checker. But Martha's position with an anchor and 7, 6, and 5 is reasonable. Okay, so let's see what Melissa rolls here. I don't think she's thinking of doubling. This is a pretty darn good roll here. Double 5s gets to make the 3 point. And if Martha fans, it's not unreasonable we could see a cube here. But she did come in, and 11-7 seems to be the play. That seems a little bit too wide open, but I don't think it's enough to inspire a double from Melissa. I mean, you have 3 builders. It would be 3 builders either way, but this leaves 11 numbers. This only leaves 6 numbers, so it's about half as many numbers, but just about the same number of builders to make the 4 point. What do you favor here, Maya? For the 4, what would you like to do?
Maybe 39, because in other case, yes, 39. I prefer,
Okay.
because if the next row she
So we
didn't hit.
do have an indication. This is too early for a double, in my opinion. you know, Melissa's got her ace point made, and she has a checker not even at the edge. And this was like an average-ish roll. Yeah, so it was just too early a double. And you actually can see the errors here, which is somewhat helpful, but I don't want to be biased too much by what I'm not sure if this is a 4-ply or something. A good roll for Melissa. She's almost out of trouble, but still leaving a 4-shot. Well, that's a great roll. Great roll for Martha, who hits and makes the bar. And this is kind of weak, but 9-4 seems reasonable. Okay, so Martha can't redouble here, but might be a favorite holding the cube because she's got the anchor, she has attacking chances, she has priming chances. She's looking at it, but I mean, she's down 39 pips in the race. So this is one of her weaker offerings. So what do you like here, Maya, with the 3-2? It's not an easy play.
It is very tough.
Yeah. But I think the play she looked at is reasonable, and it puts a checker on the bar, and it's only playing with 2 blots, and she still has the anchor. So, wow, what a great shot from Melissa. Amazing joker. 2-6, put 2 checkers on the bar. But Martha's not out of it. She has the anchor. She has a good structure. And so she rolls and she stays out. So Melissa should flood the outfield with builders. I would play 13-11 and 4-3. So because you don't want to move the back checker because double sixes. No, that's wrong. First of all, it leaves double fives, which is no good. And if you leave the 17-11 alone, then double sixes will close the 5 points. So that was a little bit of a miscue. Double fours will make the 5 point, but she should have kept the checker on the 17. And now, I mean, she could play 16-10 or
Maybe
that's the wrong idea.
37.
Yeah, you're right. With 2 checkers on the bar, she shouldn't have to be afraid of leaving open checkers. Yes, I mean, that's just consolidating when she should be expanding. And she probably should hit loose here. Hit loose, play 13-10, and then, pay the price if Martha rolls a 5. She could have been in a little better attacking position by not making the bar point. All right. Well, it's the best play under the circumstances, and Martha does not respond, but Melissa can't cover. Maya, would you rather make the 10-point lift, or you just go to the 6-point and take your chances?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, who knows? Let's see. XG kind of agrees with the play. It appears, because there's no error indication. This is a very weak shot here. I think she has to leave. She doesn't break her 6 point. She's got to leave a shot. So honestly, no, I don't think so. I think if you're going to leave a shot, you just slot the 5 point.
Yes, 5.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not terrible, but you want to have at least a couple of covers. So I think she probably should just slot the 5 point because she has to. Yeah, that's. Well, okay, so that's a little bit. And I split the back checker because deuces are duplicated, and she got to mobilize those back checkers. She can't. She shouldn't worry too much about the counterattack. We'll see what she comes up with. It is the play that she came up with. So Melissa can come in the 21, play 7-6, give herself an extra builder. And Martha responds with a 6-5. So this is interesting. Well, it's not that interesting. You just come out with a 6 and make the deuce point. And she has outfield coverage. I don't think so. I mean, now you get hit with the fly shot, and yeah, I would have preferred to come out. No, she's still thinking about it. That's not unreasonable. It's really not unreasonable. I would probably make the deuce. But actually, then she's got to leave. Yeah, maybe she should come out. Okay. Okay, yeah, she got a little bit punished for that. If indeed that play was wrong, it might not have been wrong. And so now Melissa can take advantage here. Now she got to play 7-6 after hitting. It does leave double fives, but she's got to be focused on Oh, that you never want to stack a checker on top of a point you want to clear if that's your ambition. So this, she should hit. Really, you know, look at your priorities here and to see what do you need to do and how can you accomplish it. And hitting should be, she's got a little bit of issue with like right clicking. So it just, no, you definitely don't want to do this because now she's got fives play poorly and she has fewer hitters. So that was a avoidable situation. And I think you got to hit and just probably play 4-1. I mean, although breaking the bar is not unreasonable, it does leave you subject to being hit twice with the double fives. But I don't think she could just play stiff and just let the Martha anchor up here without any confrontation. And there's a pressure situation here. Very tough tournament here. Some of the best women players in the world, some of the best players in the world, period. I mean, forget about gender issues. Okay, so, well, she can really play stiff here, but the good news is that Martha's got 2 checkers on the bar. So, and what an amazing roll for Melissa here. She cleared both points, only leaves a shot on a few numbers, and she raced to get a gammon if she's not hit, of course. And wow, double aces here. I think. What do you like here, Maya? Do you like clearing the point, or you like just ripping the checkers off?
Maybe clear the point because we have gammon already.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's like, yeah, you know, a lot of times they say rip the checkers off, you know, from, you know, on against a 23-point anchor, but she had such a convincing gammon that I personally would have just cleared the point and taken my chances. But, you know, 4 off is, it's not, let's see, what did XG say to that? Double ace. Yeah, minor error. I think if it's yellow, it's a minor error, and then red is a blunder. So, yeah, it was a small mistake, but we don't know to what magnitude. We'll find out later. But still, Melissa's got, she's favored not to leave a shot, and if she doesn't leave a shot, she's going to win a gammon. If she did not, she's going to take a 4-0 lead to 11. Okay. So that'll mean that to some extent, Melissa should be a little more careful with her cube, taking and doubling, and Martha should be more aggressive with the cube, taking and doubling, but not to carry that theme too far because Melissa still needs 7 points to win the match. And this is a gammon win. So after one game, Melissa Shin will be leading 4-0. Okay. And now 5-2, splitting. Yeah, you generally just split with that. So Martha's just trying to gain her composure here. Takes a little breather. Takes a good roll, makes the 4-point. And oh, this is interesting. Probably make the 22 and slot the bar. It makes a solid asset, and then it starts another asset with the risk of being hit, but there's no risk-free play here. I mean, that's still somewhat risky. Okay, so this is a fantastic roll for Martha, and you could probably expect her to double most rolls, especially trailing 4-0. But let's see what Melissa comes back with. She probably should make the 4-point and just take the cube, but yeah, that's a good play. I like the double here. What do you say, Maya? Is this a cube?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, trailing 4-0. You got the bar point. You got the 4-point inside. You got, you know, a little bit of prime structure and a shot of any deuce. Great double. But I do think Melissa should take even leading 4-0. She does take. Okay, so good cube action by both sides, in my opinion. And it appears that XG agrees with that. So a little bit of a tough situation for Melissa. I probably come in the 24 and play 13-8 because, you know, you're trying to make advanced anchor, you know, and then you're going to slot. Maybe it's a wide open play, but you're leaving yourself at risk for attack. I think if, well, geez. So 6-5 is pretty clear. Probably, I don't know, Maya, do you like just the double tiger here? Just hit twice? Or would you play 13-9 or something else?
Maybe hits and 1.
Oh, hit and continue? Okay. That's you know, that's an idea that is often overlooked. Just You don't have to play completely big in order to succeed. I guess I prefer the double tiger here, but we will find out. Double tiger is an endangered species in some parts of the world, so let's just see about that. And so, okay, so this is a really good situation, Martha. She's looking at tying the matchup at 4-4 with a gammon win here. She's got everything going for her. I probably play 8-4 there, as this is crushing. This makes a 6 prime. So she makes that the 5 point, the bar point, and just calmly plays 6-4 and just tries to get her pieces around the board. Oh, actually, that's quite a play there. It wasn't necessarily advised, but it was very creative. So wow. Tough spot here for Melissa. What do you think, Maya?
If she played 6-4, after this double ones will be not so good. Maybe that's why she preferred to play 2 from 18. Also,
I think
she
I
will
like.
keep the prime.
It's a really tough spot because you can play with leaving no blocks, but the problem is that Melissa's got a weak holding position in her board, so Martha can attack pretty aggressively. That's a tough spot here. But I think I probably would hit on the 7, play 8-6. And we're going to find out in a second whether that was the approved move. It looked like it was, and Martha stays out. So good news for Melissa is that she got a reasonable chance to make an anchor here and avoid the gammon, but this is a fantastic roll here, even behind a 6 prime. She has some chance to prime Martha in, but she also gives herself plenty of time. I don't think this is advised here. No. She has to make the deuce point in order to keep herself from getting a third checker sent back. So really, behind a 6 prime where you don't have that great a chance to counter prime your opponent, I think you just need to play with a little bit of patience here, just like this play. It was an excellent play, in my opinion. And she's just looking for that ace. And this is, well, I mean, she's got to lift, and then probably make the 3 point. So, yeah, I would just lift and hope to somehow get an anchor and avoid a gammon loss. That would be a pretty big coup for Melissa to be able to only still maintain a 4-2 lead. And it's not unreasonable, perhaps, to lift, and just play 13-8 twice, but I have a slight preference for no. This is you have no promise of counterprying your opponent, and you just gotta just try to play with the 2 blots in the backfield and not get not have any more prisoners trapped. But she's thinking about it. I mean, that's one of the things I tell my students is that take your time. The biggest mistakes we make is to play too quickly. All right, so that was not necessarily advised. But Martha can just whack on the 3 point and just totally go for it. And Melissa's, it's a very excellent chance of a gammon. But there's a real weird roll here. So she could just make the 4 point, but I think I like 3-2 and then 9-6. Because you're really going all out to try and stop. You should be going all out to try and stop Melissa from anchoring up. Because a deuce here, I mean, it could save the gammon, and it's not that risky to hit and maintain a 5 prime. Do you have a favorite play here, Maya? What do you like?
Maybe I like to hit here for sure. Yes, I like this move.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that risky, and it can work out really well. It's a strange number because it's the number that forces her to break the 6 prime. She's got a very strong game either way, but and so it possibly could cost her the game or even a gammon win because she let Melissa anchor up. So this is fine. And double 4s could make the ace point. There's no, I don't think she sees it. There's no real reason to let Melissa anchor up, although it's not, I know that's interesting. Actually, it's kind of interesting. I would favor just making the ace point, but I could be wrong. I mean, the thing about making the ace point is that Melissa's going to probably have good timing here because if she rolls an ace or double aces, she probably can't survive and she might crack her position. But this is at least allows you to bring your pieces in, bear them into the 6 and the 5 point, and I would play 7-6 here. No, you don't want to maintain the blockade here when your opponent has 2 checkers on the board. You want to bring them in. Okay, this could cost her, but it could help her. Because now if Martha rolls a deuce, she has the 6 prime again, but I would have just prepared to clear. So she got to 6 prime. So it actually works out really well for Martha in this particular case. And Melissa's got a effectively forced move here. And no reason to let her out now. 4-1. Probably play 2 off the 6 point. She wants to semi-kill her 5, so she probably played 6 to 5. It's probably not that big a deal. 3-1. That's all right. And this is a very good roll for Martha. And now she's just fading like a 6-5 or a 5-4. She brings 2 checkers in, and Melissa desperately needs a 5 or a 6. She got it. So she got a fair chance to get off the gammon. Now she left a shot. Martha left a shot. Melissa needs a 3 to hit. She did not hit. Martha's got to be breathing a sigh of relief there. And oh my goodness. So Melissa's got to get out of there with one. No. You got to get out of there with 1 checker. You have backgammon risk here. She heard me. Got her on speakerphone. Now she's got to avoid getting backgammon. Okay, so now just clear the front one from the 19. I mean, it's almost even reasonable just to escape. I mean, the sequence that favors staying is like a deuce followed by an ace. But okay, so we're looking at a 4-4 tie here. So we're getting paid by the game here. So we may be shortchanging ourselves, Maya. Okay, so yeah, just go ahead. Now she's got to come down to this. No, now nothing gets off the game. Just play 2 to the 11. You get double 5 and double 6. That's good. That's a good play. I mean, you're in a tough spot here, but always make the best play if you can. And does she roll? The double 5's unbelievable. She made a good play. She made a great play. She got off the gammon, and Martha's got to be like biting her teeth saying like, what happened there? Okay, so it's a 4-2 lead. Great save for Melissa. And 5-1 split natural. Double 5s, attack, simple. So Melissa got off the hook on that one. So come in and make the 3 point. Bring a builder down. There's no need to try and escape here, but I guess maybe that's the attack she's looking at. I would have just developed and faded the attack. Okay, let's see if Melissa hits. She doesn't, but she's ahead in the race. She should come all the way out. She's up 11 pips. She doesn't want to get blocked in. She's ahead in the race. Okay, this is a little bit of a miscue, if indeed that's the play that she makes. Yeah, well, interestingly, she actually gets a direct shot. I didn't think she would have got a direct shot anyway. Is it a double here? No, probably not with the 4-2 lead. So hidden lift, that's a very good shot. And more than likely, Melissa's going to be able to double here if Martha doesn't roll a joker coming back, because she's almost 30 pips in the race. And as a matter of fact, if Martha stayed out, she might think about, I would double right here. Okay, she's got a 18 pip lead, a 5 shot. 5s are duplicated, but she's got 5s, 2s, and 4s with the better board and 2 blots in jeopardy for Martha. So I would cube here. I mean, I wouldn't cube if I was like 3 away, but she's Melissa's 7 away. She still needs 7 points to win the match. Excellent double, in my opinion, by Melissa. Let's see what Martha does. Martha should clearly take here, because even if Melissa rolls a 4-1 and hits, and then Martha anchors, it's a pretty easy position here. So there's no way I would consider dropping this position here, especially at the score. Let's see. What's your perspective, Maya? Did you like the double, and what do you think about the take or pass?
Yes, I like the double. Doesn't matter that it is duplicated 5 with double hit or double hit, but yes, maybe it is a take.
Yeah, and also 6s don't play well. Double 6 stays out, and any other 6 except for 5-6, she doesn't get to hit. So this should be a clear take. But I mean, when you're playing in a pressure situation, you never know what what goes on in the player's mind. They might just, I mean, myself included, like I
Also,
dropped this a no double. I did that, and it was a pass. Okay, so that was very surprising. But I mean, pressure situations, the players, they will occasionally make mistakes, and that was one of them. So Melissa's got to be thinking, very happy to get that 1 point there. It was an excellent double she gave. And now it's a very close game here. This is a great anchor making number. And double fives is a very good shot. Slot the 4 and make the 3 point. And she's a slight favorite here, maybe more than slight, but no big deal. So Martha should slot the 4 point, and Melissa has nothing approaching a double. But she's a favorite here. Oh, this is interesting. What do you like here, Maya?
I like to cover 4. Yes.
Okay. And then
And
maybe
8-8-7 because
Yeah.
2 duplicated 2s.
Yeah, that would duplicate twos. That would be very reasonable. This is actually turns out to be kind of okay. But that was a good idea. Let's see if Melissa can get out of the jail there. Doesn't have many bars, that jail, but this is a big miscue with a huge race lead and a better board. And maybe she's thinking about it again. The 3s are semi-duplicated. This is an excellent play if indeed she does choose that play. She did choose that play. Very good play, Melissa. And also good to look at alternatives and then, to make seemingly the best play. So that was very good discipline there, not to just pick the dice up. She does not have a double here, and this actually doesn't even safety. The 13-9 duplicates 4, so it's not so bad. She's got an 18 pip lead, and if she gets missed, it's not quite a double here. Generally, the rule of 13 is if you're up 13 pips, your opponent's got a 20-point holding game. That's about the time you might want to think about it. But it's only 11 pips, and she's got a lead of 5-2. So I would be slightly on the conservative side as far as cubing here. This is a pretty good number. It establishes a second landing spot. And she could actually play 3-2 here. I mean, she, keeping all her points slotted so she could help her in the bear off, So, what an excellent play. That is she might not do that play, but it was at least she looked at it. But I don't really like lifting here. I definitely don't like doing that. She's going to backtrack that one. So that was an excellent play. That's a master level play. Well, it's a newly minted master. Level 3. Okay, and still, it's like nothing really much going on here. So you want to clear, no, I don't think so. I think you want to strip the midpoint, so now 6-5 is a joker. You can make those inside points later, so that's a little bit of a misplay. Not much, but it was a small misplay. And now this is a great shot. It's 10 pips, it makes a 4-point board. Now Martha's probably got to bring 2 down. What's the race lead here? It's 12. So I probably, I think maybe I just wait with the 5-2 lead, but it's going to be in the neighborhood. With 2 landing spots and a 12 pip lead it's really close. It was 0-0. I would double. Mai, do you like the double or the wait here?
Yes, I like double.
She likes the double. Okay, well, one of us is right. That's the good news. We might both be right if it's right on the edge. Okay, well, she did not double, and I don't think I volunteered the shot here with the cube in the middle. It's like, 5 numbers where Martha could just win the game and possibly win a gammon. I just like clearing the 8. Now you're up to a 22 pip lead. And with an average roll by Martha, she's up 14 and probably can cube. But I would not leave the shot in this case here. But if she gets missed, unless it's with a big double, she's going to cube, or she should cube. And so there's the big double. Now the race is extremely close. This is a small favorite here, trailing 2 pips on roll. Yeah, she's thinking about the funny play of like balking double 1 and double 2. It's not unreasonable. It really isn't. I'm okay with it, honestly. So let's see what she finally decides. So this should probably stop. Yeah, definitely stops the double. Wow, lucky she got the 1-2, not the double 1, not the double 2, but the 1-2. So it was good that it escaped, but bad for the race. And now it's Martha's a favorite now. So slot and enter, and so Martha, it's 62% favorite with an even race score. Michi told me that. Okay, and let's just wait and see who rolls the first big number, 6-5 or a big double or something like that. We'll probably win the game. And let's see, Melissa rolls. Oh my goodness, double sixes here. Well, that's probably going to be a winner. So we've got an 18 pip lead minus 7 is 11 and more checkers off. So here comes the cube and it's going to be 6-2 Melissa. And no way that Martha's going to take this cube. And here we go to the next game. We are in game 5. Okay. And that's very reasonable with the trailing in the match score to make the deuce point. So point, counterpoint. And reasonable. I'm not sure whether splitting is better or not there. What an excellent shot here. So she should hit and make the 9 point. And then, as Stick would say, call it a day. I mean, that's an excellent play. She doesn't need to worry about escaping and or counterattack. So just develop. And then, I mean, just coming out to the 16 is too passive and doesn't really accomplish enough. That's an overplay, in my opinion. So this is a little bit too conservative. And she's going back and forth between the first, the second, and the third best play. Let's make a deal. Which door will she open? Is she going to find a goat or a brand new car? Okay, that was a little bit of a miscue. So Martha's going to make the 5 point slot to 3, and Melissa does not have a cube, especially at score. Let's see what she rolls here. 5-2. So 2 down, no problem. Duplicate 6-4. Did you agree with the idea on the double fours, Maya?
Yes, double fours get to be on 9 point because of builders and very good structure.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So that was a good assessment. So what do we got here? 6-3. Well, she's going to bring a checker down and make the 3 points. So again, Melissa's got to be patient and not double. She's generally pretty patient about doubling. So let's see what number we have here. Oh, okay, that's an excellent number. Makes the 5 point. And let's see what Martha counters with, because I mean, I don't think Melissa's going to have a cube unless Martha rolls something really garbage. Well, let's see what the number is. This is a great shot for Martha. She can slot her 4 point. And again, Melissa is nowhere approaching a cube here. Even if she had the checkers on the midpoint, those stranded ones, it still wouldn't be a double. I've been working with some students on the 22 point holding game. So this is the wrong idea. Just play down to the 10 point. I've been working with them on 22 point holding game behind a 5 prime. And a lot of those are takes. So you would be very reasonable, and Melissa still needs to clear the 16 points. So very prudent cube action for both, for Melissa there, holding off. Let's see, double, what's she got here? She got double twos. There's the whole thing to play. Maybe 6-4. So now 5s, which are blocked in the other side of the board, to close the 6 point. I don't think lifting, and I think it's a small mistake. And I think it's a little bit bigger mistake. You want to keep it slotted. I mean, Melissa's still got flexible pieces to move, so shouldn't be too worried about trying to hit a fly shot and not have a blot in her board. So that was a little bit of a mistake. And 6-2, just simply bring it in. Leave only the 6-4. I would rather not play 8-2, and so this is a really good play in my opinion. And let's see if XG agrees. And this is it's not unreasonable, but I think I'd take the risk at the moment and just leave the 2-number shot. So 3-2. Let's see what we got here. What's the race like? So it's 11, 6 pips. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'd probably double here. I mean, Maya, what's your opinion? Would you? Well, we don't know what Martha's going to do yet, but she either has to leave a shot or break her board. And with the race lead and the blockade, I kind of like a double. What's your opinion? We're still waiting to see what the final play is, but I think no matter, well, let's hear from Maya. What does she think? Would you double here? Maya? She's getting a coffee. I definitely love the double here because now Melissa can flood the outfield with builders and not really be too worried about getting hit by a fly shot because then she can make a 5'. There's all kinds of benefits for Melissa's position. You know, she is 5 away and Martha's 9 away, but still, I mean, you got to double when you've got a good chance.
Are you hear me now?
We didn't hear you, but go ahead and speak, please.
Yes, I'm here for double
Yeah.
because black has a very strong position. Also, if she try to escape from 22, will be very dangerous.
Yeah, because Melissa rates to have the outfield covered. So that's excellent observation, Maya. But she's thinking about it. Melissa's thinking about it. That's what I always tell my students. I've given Melissa some lessons in the past, and she seems like she's done well. She has other coaches as well, and is doing very well. Master level 3 player. Okay, and she did double. Excellent double, and it's a kind of a toughish take, but we'll see what XG says. And that was a really nice play. And it was a double and a take. So I really like it when both players play well. And that's what we've seen in a lot of cases here. So now she gets to make the bar point. Wow, this is a really, really, really excellent position here. And she's going to play correctly, making a 5-point board. So now, oh, what an unbelievable roll here. So, okay, so you can, what's the race lead? So it's 17 and so it's 25. So Maya, do you like just keeping the 6', or do you like just breaking it because you're up so much?
Because we are leading with many points, so maybe I will don't keep 9. We'll
Yeah,
play
I probably
9,
would
9,
break the
5.
9, but as long because I'm sorry, go ahead. And then once she's done that, then the 4-1 is a great play here. I play 9 to 7 twice. Prepare to clear the outside, but this way double 5s leaves a shot, so it's possibly a little bit of a miscue, and you're not preparing to clear the 8-point. Okay, so simple. So still double 5s leaves a shot, but it's not that big a deal. Let's see what she rolls here. Oh, this is really a fantastic shot here. So Martha's probably not going to get gammon, but Melissa's in a very good spot here to take an 8-2 lead, playing to 11. So she'll get to one of those funny three-away situations that you're going to find a lot of positions won't be doubles, that, especially ones where you can win a gammon. I probably would exit with 2, but it's not totally unreasonable to stay back. Mostly going to be this same situation. Now you definitely stay, and you get a shot with 6-3. So Melissa, pretty good spot there. And now exit, time to exit, just save the gammon. Usually move the back checker for closer. And it's probably not going to be a gammon. And just make the crossover. And now, very low chance of a gammon and very low chance of Martha winning the game. So it's going to be 8-2, moving on to the next game. Well, that didn't make any sense because now big double and an ace deuce would have been a gammon. So it wasn't that likely to hurt her, but it could have. So there was no reason for that. And here we go. 2 more rolls, and we'll be on to the next game. Okay, 8-2. 8-2, Brute. I remember my Shakespeare from high school. Okay, so very easy split here. Now Melissa's 3 away. Okay, so Martha, conversely, is going to be very aggressive at double here. So she should double immediately. It's not too good. And now Melissa's got a very tough decision at 3 away. Does she take this cube? And I mean, for money, it would be like a super easy take. But maybe at 3 away, she can give it up. But what Maya, what do you do here? You're 3 away against 9 away, and 9 away.
I will take here because she is in even number of points. 2 points she has only. So the game will be long. So I will take.
I agree with you, and it's not that likely for a closeout, and even making the 4 point will be difficult. So it's a tough spot here, and your mind can play tricks on you. When you're getting this close to winning the match, that I don't want to take. She could roll 4-2 and just gammon me, and then it'll be 8-6. So I'll just drop, give her a point. But Maya's point is very well taken. That Martha is odd away, so giving her a point gets her to even away, which is the launching pad for many match victories. But I do like the take here, and I could be wrong, but she did drop. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wow, looks like she might have made the correct decision here. Or we're waiting for the, okay, that's interesting. Okay, good job, Melissa. If you found that drop there and it was correct, that was an excellent choice. Okay, so Melissa's starting off with a lead in this game here, developing a 4 point. And she should move down and forward and duplicating 6-4. I mean, maybe 11-10 isn't terrible, but I probably favor 24-23. Actually, maybe she has another idea of, I don't know. I think it's relatively close all the way around. It's a good shot for Martha. She has equalizing board strength. This isn't all that great, but I probably come out and play 10-8. Do you have an opinion here, Maya?
Yes, I think yes, it is correct play.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Because
attempting.
white are stripped everywhere.
Yeah. It's a very good observation because, white is stripped, so she's going to have to leave shots, which is actually what happened in this case here. Martha fighting back with a hit off the bar. Melissa comes in, and it's I probably just play 13-8. I don't think, I mean, it could
Yes,
be right, but
I'm for 13-8 also.
yeah, I mean, so Maya and I are on the same wavelength here, and we'll see if Melissa agrees with us. Because, I mean, you're ahead in the race, and yeah, well, it may have worked out for Melissa, but I would not have attacked there. She doesn't have that many covers either, so it seems like a little bit of something could go very wrong, and if it goes right, it may not go right by a lot. So this is completely reasonable, making the 20 point here. I don't know particularly well.
I would hit there because of trees.
Okay,
To don't cover black, to don't cover trees.
okay, excellent observation there. Threes hit, threes cover, threes hit on the 5 point. And it looks like the 5-3 was a small mistake on the last move for Melissa. So Maya and I were on the same wavelength and agreed. Okay, so yeah, she had to hit. Okay, so well, that was strong roll. This is it can hit and cover, and she's 3 away, so she's not really doubling almost any situation that's contact, and that's not the right idea. She'll find it eventually. She will find it eventually. And so good counter for Martha. And she's going to hit back. And that's perfectly reasonable, duplicating 6s and 4s. And now it's cube time. I don't think it's quite too good because she's down in the race, but it's an excellent double. 1s, 3s, and 6s hit. Some numbers point on the 3 point. And so she doesn't double. Is it possibly too good? Look at that number she rolled. It's bottom of the barrel. So I make the 18 point, just play 7-5. I don't think I get all crazy here and attack, but as far as like whether to double or not, I mean, was it too good? I don't know. I mean, hitting certainly can work out. She's not a favorite to get hit back, and there's other targets to shoot for. But it's a relatively strong position. You got the 2 anchors. You have possibility of attacking, and it's a pretty comfortable position to play from Martha's perspective. But sometimes you want to play aggressive when you're down that far in the match. But I wouldn't do it. I would not attack if I'm not wrong. Well, they liked it. Okay, so that's why I'm a commentator and not a player. Got it wrong here. So she's definitely playing for the gammon here, and this is like all the way, play on here. It's perfectly reasonable. You don't want to leave an open checker for no unnecessary reason. 2 on the bar, and you still have a shot, aces, 3s, and 6s on the other side of the board, 2s, 4s, and 5s. So that's a perfect distribution of all the possible numbers. And so just bring the builders into the range, bring the 7 and the 5 point, and be happy with the attack. If Melissa anchors up, so be it, but you want to be prepared in case Melissa doesn't roll a 4 to full on blitz attack. Let's see if she sees it or if she decides to make that play. With the 4-2, it looked like that was Martha, yeah. All right, so let's just see what happens in this roll here. Melissa desperately needs a 4 or double 2s, and she rolls a 3-2. So Martha is still on the scavenger hunt here for a gammon. And she did make that point. And continuing the attack here, the backgammon is not that unlikely, but a gammon is certainly a big favorite. And what an excellent roll Martha rolled. So she rates to get 2 points, and it become 8-5 game. So it would be 3 away, 6 away. So just hold on to the anchor, bring the builder into the 4 point. No, I don't think that's necessary. She should be concentrating on bringing her builders closer and the hit loose for sure. This is perfectly reasonable. And Melissa stayed out. Martha rolled a 4-2. So bring another builder into the 3 point. You focus on just closing out. Do not worry about those blots in the outfield. That's unnecessarily conservative, but we'll see whether it hurts her or not. Did not hurt her. So barring double 3, she's just going to like free her pieces, her back checkers, and well, that's the wrong play. You got to hold the check on the 18th. It was now double 5s breaks. They should have played to the midpoint, but it's most likely not going to hurt her, and it didn't in this particular case. So it's a simple idea of just bringing your checkers to good distribution, and yeah, bring it into. I mean, I don't think it's that big a deal, but I prefer to have the spare on the 5 point. So let's just see what she ends up deciding. I mean, double 5s gets a little funny because then she's got to have a gap on the 5 point. So it's a slight mistake, and this is okay. It's most likely a gammon win here. So I actually might want to play 6-4 twice because, you know, you're probably not going to win a backgammon, and just like clear your points so the funny things don't happen. So now she's got no checkers off. She could have had her 6 point cleared, and it's not likely to backfire on her, but it's possible. And she rolls double 2. So I just clear. She doesn't need to be thinking about trying to win a backgammon. If she wants to, you know, because now 6-1 followed by 6-1, 5-1 or 4-1 followed by 6-5, 6-4, 5-4. And that's exactly what happened here. It may not cost her, but she could have prevented against that. So now just clear. You don't need to take any checkers off. You're just going to win again. So slight risk there, unnecessary risk. And it's only getting the second checker off. So that was all right. But, you know, it's going to be 8-5. It's going to be 8-5 going to the next game. Right? And so this is I believe both players are 1-0. So this is for one of the players is going to be 2-0 going to next week's match. And so just, you know, these plays don't matter as long as you come off the backgammon, which you will. So it doesn't matter unless Martha has 5 or fewer checkers left. And so is there any way to save the gammon? Yeah, she could. Out and in and down. Let's see how many crossovers. He needs 2 doubles. So no double by Martha, and Melissa needs 2 doubles. This is fine. Doesn't really matter too much. You know, okay. So she gains like some fractional PR advantage for giving herself a decision here. And it's a gammon. So Martha has narrowed the gap here, and it's now 8-5, playing to 11. So Maya and I are having to work a little bit more. It's not a blowout. And double 6 does secure the gammon, and an 8-5 lead for Melissa Shin. Down and split. Oh, great shot. Take the 5 point all day long. Okay, she should escape. And 3-2. Ooh, what do we do here?
24-21, 13-11. For this.
Okay. I like this a little better because now you have a checker bearing on the 4 point. and it does duplicate threes, but, you know, doesn't appear to be unreasonable. Okay, so swing the checker out from the 20 all the way. If your builder's in place, you have a better board, and I would move back checker up, back checker forward. And so now she's going to get attacked here. And now, even though Melissa's 3 away, she could think about doubling here. Because it wouldn't be that pleasant to take. I wouldn't take it. So the question is whether it's a play on or not. Maya, what do you think? You cube here or you just play on?
I think that here is a cube piece.
It's too good?
Not too good.
So just double pass.
Double, I think that it is double.
Okay, so she either didn't think it was good enough based on the score, or she was playing on. But in any case, I think I just come out. And now you're definitely a plan. So if she doubles now, we know what she was thinking before. And so 6-4. Oh, this is interesting. You can make the bar point. I like this. This is industrious play here because she's really like hunting for those blots. But it could cost her because now she doesn't have a double anymore. But what an excellent fly shot from Melissa. And if Martha doesn't stay out, come in. Oh, Martha did come in and she hit. She made an anchor and hit. So again, no double for Melissa. And this is not as good as it looks because she can make the 5' and she's got to break it. Just bring 2 down, 1 to the 5 point, duplicates 5s, and she can handle it. And I don't think Martha's going to double even at this score. Maybe 4 away, 2 away, but. And so this is just, ooh, interesting. I think that's okay. You would make the 9 or the 5, Maya?
9 is better.
I agree with you. And now she moves the back checker up. It is under attack by 1 more builder. Would you give yourself a chance to get out? So 7 for Melissa will get her out. Oh, and then there's the 4-6. So Martha doesn't roll an ace here. Oh, she's tough. She's hanging in there. But again, Melissa's just got to keep rolling. She's probably not in too bad a shape here. Probably a small favorite. Oh my goodness, come out with 6-4 anyway. Melissa, will you be my doubles partner? Oh, she doesn't like doubles. Okay, so now it's a simple double pass here. I mean, you're not too good, and you want to get to 2 away. And really, everything kind of works except for like 6-5. Even small numbers. It's a great double by Melissa and nice pass by Martha. So Melissa is 2 away. So Martha's going to possibly start to be thinking about some little early doubles with some gammon possibility. Kill Melissa's gammons, and then also double herself in a situation where you might want to double right now. I think I double right now. Maya, what do you say?
Still not.
I mean, it's 6 away against 2 away, and she had the opportunity with a better board and probably a small race lead. So I think I would have cubed there. And
After this row, we'll see.
okay, 4-2. Well, she gets to hit. Probably bring another builder down. Okay, so fly shot off the bar, so that stops the double. 3-2 hits, and still Martha's got that lingering liability of that blot on the ace point. So, interesting. What do you play here, Maya?
Bar 22, 13, 11.
I think I agree with that because it's a solid structure, and because Martha's got a blot on the ace point, Melissa can't be too afraid of the attack. So I like Maya's play. Okay, so just be patient here. I mean, she could have made a race point, but I think that I like this a lot better. And so probably to slot the 5 point. And it's not unreasonable to double here. You got a better board. She does double. I think it's an excellent double, but a clear take. And Melissa dropped a pretty easy take earlier. Or maybe was that Martha or Melissa? It was one of the M's. And the commentator, Maya. So we got the 3 M's. That's Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. That is a stock pick for 2026. Simply make the bar point. Just be happy with it. So Melissa can counter with an ace to make the prime. And I would slot the bar point here. I wouldn't play 8-2. It's a little bit cautious there. You definitely don't want to do that. You want to, yeah, I probably would take a little bit of a chance here. So Martha gets to make the 3-point, and Melissa, well, she could have made the bar, and I would play 13-8-6-5 here. I'm not going to make the deuce point. She does. I don't think it's that big a deal, but I would prefer, honestly, I prefer this play as a way of possibly making the bar or the 4-point. So Martha escapes. Okay, so it's a jailbreak. She got out. And Melissa's most likely going to lose, but she's most likely not going to get gammon, and that'll make it 9-7 in a 4-way, 2-way situation here. Let's just see how this game plays out. 23-point holding games are pretty resilient. They don't get gammon that often, and I don't think I would do that. But it's an idea. I mean, give yourself one extra builder, and the fly shot hit is precarious for Melissa because she's got a blot in her board. But I don't think I would do it. You know, I might be wrong. So keep making slot. Good play. And it's reasonable. Yeah, it's the only reasonable play. Now Melissa's ready. Ready. 6-4 leaves a shot. 5-3 does not. You can make that point and just clear the point. I mean, strip the point. I don't think that's right. I think you want to, because you might want to just clear the 7-point on the next roll. So even though 6-5 is a disaster, speaking of disasters, double fives isn't all that great for Melissa. Reasonable. And she does, you know, get to clear that point. Melissa, and I would not be a volunteer here. I mean, Melissa might be forced to come off the anchor, so which would give Martha some attacking chances. I would play 2-1 and take a checker off and hope nobody notices. Okay, that's certainly a reasonable play, keeping the integrity of her position. She still has the phantom deuce point. The attack is not that likely, so I really like this play. Even with the score, let's see if she actually pulls the trigger and makes that move. We're definitely covering with the ace, make this a close sword. So let's see if Melissa actually does that. She's thinking, you know, I hope she doesn't roll 3-3, 6-6, 2-2, 6-2, double ace. There are some decent attacking numbers here, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Because keep in mind, Martha's got 6 checkers on her ace point, so a pure closeout is pretty unlikely. As a matter of fact, it's impossible. But let's just see what she ends up deciding here. Okay, so this is I thought it was a very good play, but a very good roll for Martha. So we could be headed towards a 4-way, 2-way situation. I don't mind staying one roll for a lot of numbers leave a shot, but it's not one. And she's got to evacuate here with basically anything except for double ace doesn't move. So it's not going to be a gammon. And then it's going to be a 4-way, 2-way situation here. So the spectators are getting their money's worth. The announcers are getting their money's worth. And we got 4-way, 2-way, which should see Martha giving some pretty early doubles, but there's a modest advantage and some possible gammons. Now she should slot here. She split. So I think that's the wrong idea at the score. You just want to slot and try and go for it. And I probably play 24-21. Oh, this is not unreasonable. You would give yourself a better chance to make an advanced stagger. And if Melissa doesn't do something solid, which Martha would have a double, probably not now. It's a relatively even position. And now she can make the 7 and the deuce and probably prepare to just double in the next roll. Unless Melissa rolls 4-3 or 3-2. Double ace, she's going to have a tough decision here. I think it's a double and probably a take, actually. What do you think, Maya?
I think that it is not a double. Doesn't matter of the result.
Okay. At 4-way, 2, I would double. But, you know, I'm prepared to be proven wrong. Let's just see if XG indicates whether it's a cube or not. The both players are playing reasonably well, expert level. So there's 9 and 8. Well, no way we're splitting the back checkers. She got to keep her builders on the outside to try and make the bar point. So let's just see whether she ends up deciding, but the focus is on making the bar. And let's just see if she discovers that or not. And I guess I was wrong about double. This is definitely a completely wrong idea. You know, you're preparing to get blitzed, and now you just probably got to drop it at this score. So that was avoidable circumstance. I like the game plan of just trying to make the prime. Let's see if she takes. You know what they say, if it's not a take, it's a mistake.
Mine for pass here.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But, you know, life goes on, as they say. So what's she thinking about here? I mean, she's got both checker players have 2 checkers back, but Martha's up 24 in the race, and she's got attacking chances. And, you know, what I usually look at in this situation is how do my opponent's numbers play? Go through the numbers and just try and figure out how many great numbers and good numbers they have. And if they possibly have some bad numbers, just reduce the counting of how many good numbers they have. But let's see, double 1, 3-1, iffy, 4-1, kind of iffy, 5-1, nothing special, 6-1, nothing special. The double 2s is pretty strong. 3-2 double hits, 4-2 double hits, 5-2 double hits, 6-2 escapes, or maybe hits loose actually after turning the cube. Double 3 is crushing. 4-3 makes the point. 5-3 makes the point. 6-3 comes out and hits. Double 4 crushes. 5-4 makes the point. 6-4 probably just run all the way. Double 5 is just the end of the world. 6-5 makes the 18 point in double 6. So I don't see this being a take because the gammon risk costs you the match. Maya, would you take or pass here?
I would pass.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. Melissa did pass.
If she played from 13 to 11 instead 24-22 as a clear take.
Right, she could do that, or she could have played 13-9, 10-8, giving herself 3 active builders to make the bar point. But you're right. The split cost her the game. So now she's 2 away, and Martha's 3 away. Melissa's 2 away, Martha's 3 away. And again, Melissa kind of just wants to try and win a gammon or get to like a holding game or race where she got a reasonable advantage. But if she, you know, priming games and attacking games, she just wants to try and win 2 points. So Martha, I don't like that play. I want to play 13-8. It's a very strong roll for Melissa, making the 4 point and probably the back checker forward. I mean, it's not unreasonable.
23-21.
Yeah, it's not unreasonable to play 13-11, but okay, this is a good shot for Martha here. But Melissa's in decent shape. You know, he's got 1 checker back against 3 back. So now should Martha double here? So what's going on? It's 3 away against 2 away. Deuces hit, 7's cover. She didn't double. Just make the ace point, and then if Melissa stays out, then it's, you know, it's going to be double pass. And let's see, she did stay out, so it should be a double. I don't think it's too good. I think it's double and a pass. I mean, you're outboarded 4-3. You got a blot in jeopardy, and a gammon loses the match. You have no cube action. You have no gammon value in your favor. So I just drop this and go to 2 away, 2 away. And also, Melissa doesn't have builders on top of her prime. So even if she does come in, she doesn't really have that strong a chance to counter prime. And she'll think about it. And she took. Okay, so I didn't agree with the take. And we'll find out relatively soon. Wow, it says double take. Okay, so I wonder how close it was. We'll find out. Okay, so now that's the 5. And what's the ace? I might just play to the 7 because I want to be able to escape with double 5s. So she can hit here, and she should hit and bring a builder down. Melissa needs a deuce. She doesn't roll it. Martha needs a 7. I play 24-22, 9-8. Give herself the cover, the escaping numbers. And Melissa desperately needs a deuce. She doesn't roll it. Martha needs a 6 to close the board. So Martha can escape, come out, and then give herself a cover. The 6s and 4s don't escape, but they cover, so it was a good play. And again, Melissa needs a deuce. She doesn't roll it. Martha's probably going to close the board and win the match with the gammon. We'll see if she avoids the bad double, but she does escape. Okay, and so just a matter of getting her checkers very. Now she should play to the 8 point. No, this is no good because now double fours is bad. I think there was a slightly better play available. That wasn't terrible. So 13, 11, 14, 11, then 6. No, now double six leaves a shot. She plays 6, 5. 6, 5, then double six would not leave a shot. I mean, any of these plays that doesn't leave a shot with double six is reasonable. That seems best. And so now I would actually play to the 5 and the deuce. I mean, I'm not keeping the spare on the high point because you're going to leave a shot more often. You don't get hit, you're going to win a gammon. And this is, again, missing the point. Just cleared the 6 point. Well, it's not going to matter too much. And again, another slight miscue, just clear the outside point. You want to give your opponent a chance to come in, but it's not going to make a difference. So excellent match by both players. Thank you for doing commentary with me, Maya. It was great to see you again. And so congratulations to Martha and Melissa. Nice try. Both players played at expert level, and that's what we would expect with this group of players here. So we're on to round 3 next week. Okay.
Thank you too, Steve.
Well, of course, good to see you again. Okay. It's just a mere formality of just playing the last checkers off. And I get my reward for doing the commentary. I get to go back to sleep.
We have a winner. Martha.
Okay. Bye, everybody.